Today's project of the week is sponsored by Granite Gold. It's my favorite granite cleaner, sealer, and polisher for all natural stone. Learn more at granitegold.com. Well, it is time for our project of the week, and I know, one of the big projects we have for our home is when it's time for a new roof. And with a lot of things in our home, we have options. And I was talking earlier, everybody's got a bucket list. I'm kind of weird. I have a bucket list for my home. One of the things on my bucket list for my home is a metal roof. So today we have Renee Ramey. She is the executive director of the Metal Roofing Alliance. And Renee, welcome to At Home with Gary Sullivan.
Well, thank you. Happy to be here.
Metal roofing is been around for a while, but I would say in the last 25 years, or at least 15 years, it's a big player in roofing.
Yes, absolutely. We, based on our statistics, have grown the market from 3% back in the late 90s to a little over 14% as of 2016. So
still growing?
Still growing. Anticipated to continue.
Well, outside of the beauty, which we'll get to, why do people gravitate to a metal roof? What is the advantages outside of the beauty? Like I said, we'll get to the aesthetics, but what's it give me as a homeowner?
We see the greatest interest in areas where the roof really gets a lot of torrential weather, whether that be hail, hurricanes, wildfires. You just can't beat the durability and performance. The wind uplift ratings are off the charts. It's just a really solid roofing material for protecting your home in climates such as that. Above and beyond that aspect, consumers really like the ease of maintenance. Mm-hmm. For example, very simple, very easy to keep clean, very, again, durable. So not a lot of, it's kind of one of those roofs we like to say you put on once and then for the most part you forget it's there.
That's, I was just getting ready to say, I guess when you put a metal roof on, it's you're one and done, right?
Yes. Yeah, most metal roofs come with at least a 50-year warranty, if not longer, mm-hmm. and those warranties are very solid. So It was a lifetime roof.
With all the things you say it stands up to, and I know it does, and we see metal roofing in all parts of the country, but certainly in areas where we have catastrophic events, the hurricanes and the fires and everything, is there an advantage in terms of insurance for a home if it has a metal roof?
It depends on where you're at. There are certainly discounts available in certain areas. In other areas, there are not. That's really more of a regional basis type thing.
I was just curious. Can a metal roof be put over an existing roof, or does the old roof get stripped off?
Again, it kind of depends on as far as your old roof, the stability of it and whatnot. But the answer is yes. Mm-hmm. Most often it is installable above whatever roofing material you have, especially the asphalt. So it saves a lot of landfill, a lot of rip-off labor and expense as well.
Sure. Renee, one of the things when I first started learning about metal roofing, again, aesthetics we'll get to, but one of the things that I really liked, you just talked about is, the way it's the wind rating, which is, I don't know, 130, 150, whatever it is, but it's higher than pretty much anything you're going to get on a typical roof. But also, a metal roof actually brings energy efficiency to your home.
Absolutely. Metal roofing, almost all of it these days for residential anyway, is coated with a paint, if you will, a coating that is called quote unquote or referred to as a quote unquote cool roof. Mm-hmm. And what that means is the paint system itself is made with pigments and various ingredients, if you will, that make the roof perform well in both cool and warm climates. Mm-hmm. So if you're in a cool climate and you do not want to have all your heat going out your roof, there's systems that deal with that. If you're in a warm climate and don't want to have a super high cooling load, cooling bill, if you will, the roofing, there's a lot of metal roofing that will, for lack of a better word, will repel the heat, and it doesn't capture the heat either.
Almost creates a radiant barrier, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes, it does.
So, is there parts of the country that, in my area, for instance, I not too long ago, maybe a year or two ago, I did the Bourbon Trail down in Kentucky, and I was amazed. It seemed like 40-50% of the homes that I would pass had beautiful metal roofs on their homes. Is there certain areas of the country that are metal roofing is almost predominant?
Yeah, there are. You'll find it. We call it kind of the smile effect. You see a lot of metal roofing kind of on the West Coast. Wildfires, things of that nature down through California, down through Arizona, and all the way up the eastern. Southeast is definitely our biggest market. The
Sure.
Southeast, the East, South, Central, but all the way up into the Northeast. So it's those are the biggest markets. Texas, yeah, we see a lot of it around again where the weather really
Challenges you, right?
showcase the benefits.
Well, with the aesthetics, certainly metal roofing is spreading throughout the country and can be used in any part of the country. And Renee Ramey, she is my guest today from the Metal Roofing Alliance. Let's talk a little bit about aesthetics. You say metal roof, people think maybe a metal roof on a barn, but the metal roofs come in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. Maybe walk us through the architectural properties of a metal roof.
Yeah, absolutely. So a standing seam or vertical seam is what you would normally think of if you're not super familiar with the industry. And that's like as you kind of related, what you would probably envision with a barn. And that works really well on some of your more modern architecture. But metal roofing also comes in pre-shaped, as either there's tile, there's shake, there's shingle, there's, slate. So basically, metal roofing comes aesthetically to look like any other roofing material out there. So if you own a Mediterranean home and you want that full Mediterranean effect, there's a metal roofing product for you. If you, have in the Northwest, possibly, you've got a home and it's got shake on it. We've got a metal shake. And I can honestly tell you, having come from the industry, I'll walk by a house and have to stop and look at it.
I agree.
And at points in time, ask the homeowner, is that a metal roof? Because you really cannot discern which is metal.
Yeah,
so.
I totally agree. I know, like in the Kansas City area, there's an awful lot of cedar shake.
Yeah.
And every now and then you'll be able to, you'll look at one, you'll say, yeah, that's a really clean-looking cedar shake.
Absolutely.
That thing is really nice. And then it dawns on me, it's probably a metal roof.
Yeah.
Because it's so perfect.
Yeah, and in the paint systems, from the colors perspective, now they're putting multiple colors on a single panel, right? So it can even have that depth of color in grain or whatever. So yeah, it's it can come in whatever form or fashion you would like it to.
Yeah. Ventilation. You still ventilate a metal roof just like you would like a shingled roof or something?
Yes.
Okay, and it has all the ridge vents and everything that kind of all coordinate together.
Right. And your metal roofing, any contractor you speak with should be able to let you know for that system what you need from a ventilation perspective.
I'm sure the Metal Roofing Metal Roofing Alliance, you have a website that has a lot of pictures and information. Can you give me that where people can go to learn more?
Absolutely. We have just launched a new website. It's got all kinds of information on it, and that website's www.metalroofing.com.
Okay. Does it also have a list of dealers, or how do I find a dealer to install that?
Right, absolutely. So it's got a list of all the manufacturer members that we represent. But if and when you're at a point where you're ready to actually find someone in your area that would be able to install the product, there is a find a contractor form on our website, super small, just needs your name, your phone number, obviously, so they can get a hold of you, and your zip code. And with that information, it brings up a list of all the MRA contractors in your area. And we encourage you to do that. MRA contractor members have have to meet a certain criteria by way of being sponsored by their manufacturer.
Super.
Which means that they've installed the product, they've gone through the training, they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
People to do that.
Exactly. Now, we've talked about metal roofing. One question I didn't ask is, what kind of metal is this?
Well, it comes in a variety of metals. You can get the standard substrates, if you will, are steel and aluminum. But there are roofs out there that are stainless, obviously copper.
Oh, my.
So there's a lot of specialty products as well.
And we talked a lot about different types of roofing. We talked about shakes. We talked about slate. We talked about clay. We talked about shingles. From a cost standpoint, I guess the most common roofs in the United States are shingles, I'm guessing. I don't know that. But
yeah, asphalt shingles.
Okay, asphalt shingles. And is a metal roofing 2 times, 3 times, 4 times more expensive? Obviously, if it's warranted for 50 years, it's going to cost a little more.
Yeah, it does tend to be more expensive, but it's probably worth looking into if you have any interest at all, because depending on the aesthetic that you're going for and the region you live in, the cost difference may be pretty small. There are certain types of products that are a little more expensive, but it's more affordable than you would think. And I would also refer you back to our website. We've got a product comparison chart that's available on the website that showcases just on average how does metal roofing, both in the shingle and the shakes as well as the standing seam, compare to asphalt shingle, real shake, tile, etc. So it gives you a little bit more information around warranties and how you have to clean it and what you have to do. So check that out as well.
Well, I'm about 2 years out from a roof, so I definitely will check it out. So metal roofing is going to bring me a better look. It's going to bring me better energy efficiencies. It's certainly going to be more durable. And again, that website is metalroofing.com. Renee, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
And 5 years from now, it's 14% of the market. 5 years from now, where's metal roofing going to be?
Well, we're going to be over 20% by 2020. That's our next goal. So, yeah, it'll probably be in the 20s, maybe more.
It's trending. I better get with it.
Definitely trending.
All right, Renee, thanks.
All right.
All right, take care. Very good. Renee Ramey, Executive Director of Metal Roofing Alliance. Have you seen a metal roof up close or far away? Dr. Z shakes his head no. The boy hasn't lived. It's on my bucket list. You seen it far away? You seen pictures? Metal Roofing, metalroofing.com. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and get your questions answered. You're at home with Gary Sullivan.
Help for your home is just a click away at GarySullivanOnline.com. This is At Home with Gary Sullivan.